Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crawfordsville, round number 12 of the Lucas Oil Motocross Championship, the final round. I'd like to kick off the press conference by welcoming the press here and welcoming the top three in today's overall.
Seems like there's a lot of people in here today.
Zach Osborne finished up today with 50 points for a 1-1 finish on the day. Adam Cianciarulo scored 44 points, and finishing in the third spot is Colt Nichols, who gained 38 points today. Guys, the championship was wrapped up a week ago, but Zach, it seems like you had some unfinished business out there. Take us through your day a little bit.
Yeah, it was a really good day. I finally figured out some things with my starts this week and just tried to make it easy on myself. Like, I've been fighting all summer, and I didn't want to come here and be fighting again. Just, you know, already having wrapped up the championship, I wanted to make it as easy as possible on myself. So we worked on that a little bit this week to improve the starts, and it worked out for us today. So can't really say a whole lot. I mean, it was amazing.
Adam, you had a strong last part of the season here. You went with an overall win last week, and today certainly in competition for it. Is this where Adam Cianciarulo belongs, in press conferences every Saturday evening?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what I wanted at the start of the season. Of course, had some ups and downs for sure, a couple down races. It seems like if you're off 2%, it seems like you're get kind of a guy like 7, 8, 9, 10th. I mean, those guys still are going really fast back there. And, yeah, just been able to – I think it's just been mental for me. Getting my having the speed, I think, at Washougal and Unadilla and kind of blowing those races, and then getting my first win last weekend, a lot of confidence for me, of course. And it's just all about coming in here and knowing you're going to be on the podium, knowing you're going to be, get good starts and battle with the guys. And, didn't battle with Zach as much as I'd like to today. Kind of took me to school, but, we're up here, and I think it's good momentum going into 2018.
Colt Nichols, one of the powerful, actually full teams here. Some of them are down to depleted by injuries, and you have a full group of guys, and you were able to not only show 38 other guys the way around, but your whole entire team. That had to feel pretty good heading back over there with Bobby and the guys after the race.
Yeah, that part was actually nice. Usually I'm at the bottom of the totem pole over there, so to actually be the highest finisher on the team was actually nice, and get up here where I feel like I belong. And it's been a long time coming. Everyone kind of puts me a little more of a Supercross guy rather than outdoors, but we figured a lot of things out with the bike, and I always felt like I could be up here. So to actually finally do it at the last round, I feel like it's been a long time coming, but I'm glad I'm at least in this position.
Well, obviously there's a lot of press with us today, and I'd like to open it up to the press. Who would like the first question out there? Jason Wygant.
Hey, Colt, do you feel that indoors comes easier to you than outdoors, or just the way it's worked out? Or do you feel you're just as good here like you proved today?
Yes and no. I think more just experience indoors. I've had 3 seasons, 2 got cut a little short, but this is only my second season outdoors. Last year I didn't even make it a full season, and I feel like Supercross does come a little easier to me, I think, naturally, but I love outdoors. I feel like I can be really good in this, and once we finally got the bike figured out, we've been fighting it all season. And the last 2 races, we've made huge changes, and I think it showed. It's the best I've rode since the beginning of the season, and finally started to put it together a little bit, which was nice.
Zach, you've had the points lead for some time now. Has it been difficult to kind of manage the points lead, to know when to maybe turn it down a notch, or do you just think of it like any other race?
I'm not really a turn it down a notch kind of guy. I like to send it, so I just kind of go into every weekend with the same attitude, and I've just had to battle from a lot of bad starts this year, so I didn't really ever have a time where I could say, like, I'm just going to cruise it in for a second or whatever. It was always like fighting tooth and nail for everything I could get.
Adam, can you just take us through that first moto? I think you explained a little bit on the podium, but we just saw Martin down. So what happened there?
First of all, I don't know who runs the TV cameras, but I need to talk to him. Because It does not matter. I mean, I get it. Like, I haven't been like a big storyline all year, so that's kind of on me. But, man, I was just watching I have NBC Sports Gold. Like, I paid my dues, $50. Okay. I paid it, and I never watch myself ride, even when I'm leading. I get it. They had the camera on this guy, the first moto. I mean, coming through the pack, I understand that. And then they had, anyway. Yeah, no, the first moto was good. I think I snuck around the inside, kind of stayed tight in that off-camera corner, and followed J Mart and Zach, and I just tried to push a lot in the beginning. I tend to be good in the beginning of the motos, kind of able to kind of sort out some lines, and Zach missed a triple up the hill and was able to sneak around him, and then I knew if I didn't pass J Mart within like a lap, he was going to get back around me, so went around one of the outsides, and before the finish line, J Mart went inside, I went outside, and my whole kind of line, everything I'd been doing was kind of going back to the left, and I was just in wide open mode, and I didn't really think about it. He didn't check up, I didn't check up. I never want to hit somebody in the air. You know, that's not something, that's not a goal of mine to have. It easily could have gone his way, and I could have been on the ground. So I felt bad. I talked to him between motos. He was a little bit bummed at me. I understand. I would be too, but yeah. So after that, he was right behind me, and I just made a little mistake in the same spot actually, right before the finish line, and yeah, he was right there and passed me, and he put in a couple really good laps right after that, and just kind of got a little gap, and I actually ended up tipping over on the top of the hill, but I felt really good that moto. I felt like maybe had I was able to get through lap traffic pretty good, I might have been able to hang on, but that's racing.
Yeah, we didn't catch the tip over. We didn't have the cameras.
No,
on
it doesn't matter. No, I saw in the text you sent me. You're like, thanks for going outside. I was in the banners. It's all good though.
I enjoyed that play-by-play of every move that was made in the first moto on our group text when I got back to the truck.
We were actually group texting both of them during the moto, as they battled, talking trash. Yes.
Telling me, jump the triple. The triple.
Get your phone while you're out there. When you were behind him, do you learn some things? Obviously, Zach's going really fast right now. So when you're behind him, do you learn some stuff?
Yeah, my thing was I felt like I had some sections of the track that were better. Like his bike got quieter, and there were some sections where he was just killing me. So when he got in front of me, I just followed him everywhere, and I feel like there were some spots I should have kept my lines, and then some spots I could have. But it's kind of hard to decipher that. So. Yeah, especially when it comes to these conditions, he's in the ruddy stuff. He seems to be really good, and I'm not too good. So just try to follow him, and yeah, just learn some stuff. And yeah, I mean, I got pulled, so it is what it is.
Well, we didn't see it, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, no,
we didn't see you losing ground.
Cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Zach, you had something else on the line for your team actually this weekend?
Yeah. The Constructor Manufacturers Championship. Bobby texted me yesterday and said. We need to win this. It's been a great season. Even if you don't do this, it's going to be a great season. But hey, there's a manufacturer's championship on the line. We need 4 points over Kawasaki, so we made a little deal, and and I pulled it off.
Single-handedly.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Colt, first 3 rounds, it seemed like you were flirting with the top 5 pretty much every moto, and then after that, it was just like barely top 10s. What changed there? Was it just the bike, like you mentioned earlier, or was there something else that changed?
Yes, I think a lot of it was the bike. We just kept working, and we were really just chasing our tail right through the midway of the season, and that once you kind of get beat down mentally, it's kind of hard to just rise back up the next weekend. Like one thing went bad, and then the next thing went bad, and then it just kept kind of snowballing from there. But we did do a lot of work with the bike, and we finally made some huge breakthrough changes. I actually got to thank Dylan Ferrandis for that. I kind of just rode his bike and was like, wow, this is way better. So that was a lot of it. Then just kind of getting myself together a little bit too, making sure everything I needed to do during the week was done, and showing up on Saturday ready to race instead of showing up a little, I don't want to say half-assed, but kind of. So it was just a combination of everything, but definitely the bike had a big thing to do with it.
One more thing. At the end there, when J-Mart got back around you on that last lap, I don't know, it was missed on the TV broadcast. How did he get back around you? What happened?
He got me right before that big uphill triple, and I kind of heard him there catching me a little bit every lap, and it was the last lap. I didn't want to change my line. I figured I'd fall or do something stupid, so I stuck to my line, and he just snuck up underneath me, and I knew if he passed me, I'd still get the podium, but I just did not want him to pass me, so that was kind of a bummer. But overall, man, it was a good moto to be swapping around positions with the 2-time champ like that was cool, and I feel like that's where I should have been a long time ago. But that's all right, man. I was a little bummed he got around me, but it's all good. We're still up here.
Colt, can you just talk about your summer and the guys you rode with? I know you guys kind of had camp together, your teammates, Cooper Webb also. Just talk about that whole summer experience. Seemed like it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed. You're like right down the road. I never seen you, heard from you. No dinner invite, no nothing. Yeah,
He's
that's a
busy
bummer.
doing flat track and
Yeah, he must be real
horse
busy.
racing, and
That's a bummer. But
turn it on NBC and he's on there.
No, but it was a really good summer for me. That was a new experience. I've never even been to North Carolina and stayed like that before. And Cooper invited me over there, and we brought the whole crew. Swanee came, and Dylan Ferrandis, AP. There was a big group. Bradley Taft was there too, and that was fun. You know, it was kind of the first year learning experience thing. There was some things that could have been a lot better. Some things, you know, were pretty dialed, but just growing pains. You know, we'll figure it out. The next summer, if we go back there, we'll be a lot more organized and kind of have it together a little bit better and just be more solid, you know, when we're there during the summer. So it was good, though. Okay, fair enough. I'll hold you to it.
Zach, during press day, you said you're not a fan of some of the jumps, but it looked like you were sending it today.
Yeah, it's just race mode. I don't know. I must be getting old.
And then Adam saw the 92 butt patch. Are we looking at a permanent number?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Permanent number 92. I get so much crap on social media, man. It's like, still to this day, why'd you change your number to 36? And you know, why'd you change your number to 44? And it's just every day, and to the point to where, honestly, I was blocking people that were saying that on my Instagram and Twitter. It's just the truth. So very happy to go back to 92 for PR purposes and also personal purposes. It's nice to kind of go back to the number I grew up with.
And Colt, with grabbing, you know, a podium at the last outdoor of the year, would you rather keep going outdoors, or are you looking forward to Supercross?
Kind of both. I mean, I was just starting to find my stride, like I said, with the bike and everything the past 2 weekends, and I kind of do wish we could keep going, you know, kind of scratch the middle part, then just keep going. But I am looking forward to Supercross, though. It's going to be fun when the time comes.
Any other questions?
Mayweather or McGregor tonight? Your
McGregor.
picks, all three of you.
I'm going to say, you can't bet against Floyd, right? He's 49-0. I'm going to go Floyd, yeah, for sure.
I'm a monster guy. You guys know my answer.
I hope Connor like goes with his instincts and like gets behind and then kicks him in the head and it's over.
He loses all his money. He loses all his money if he does
Yeah, he
that, though.
doesn't get paid if he
yeah,
kicks, right?
so I don't think he's going to do that. He's going to cash in.
It's only 150 mil. Like,
He's
why not
going
just-
all out.
You would
He's-
be a legend forever if you just kicked him.
You remember High Point a couple years ago when I led 2 laps and then I faded to like 40th? That's what McGregor's going to do. He's going to go all out for 2 rounds to try to knock him out, and then if he doesn't get him, it's parachute.
I'll buy it.
Final questions? Gentlemen, end of the season, real quick, wrap it up. What's the plans for the next handful of weeks? I know you're going Motocross of Nations, but what are you other guys? You guys doing the Grand Prix? What's up?
For me, 1 week off and then 2 weeks in Florida and then 2 weeks in England before the Motocross of Nations.
I think I'm gonna do the USGP. That's the plan anyway. To do that at WW next weekend. That'll be fun. In Florida, family and friends will come out to that, and then after that, probably gonna take a couple weeks off and then go out to California, get started on Supercross. We already have a Supercross track built at our facility in Florida, so the work never stops. Time to get back at it.
Colt?
I will be going to Oklahoma and hanging out.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Gentlemen, thank you very much. What a year, everybody. The champ, Adam Cianciarulo and Colt Nichols.